So welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744 Extra, and today we're going to be discussing about Donald Trump winning the presidency. Now, before I let Tenant Dynam and Patrick speak, I'm going to give you guys my quick thoughts. Obviously, you guys saw the YouTube short I did earlier today, which was quite interesting because I just did it before going to work, and I already got 30 likes, which is actually amazing. So I just did it before going to work. I didn't have much time, and I just did it. And we have so let me just say before I let you guys speak, Donald Trump winning the presidency shouldn't be a surprise. You shouldn't be surprised that this happened because we all know Donald Trump is more. We all know how this goes. Like Donald Trump winning shouldn't be a surprise. Now I'm kind of surprised in which the manner of which we won because I didn't think it would be that big, but I knew that I had a feeling Donald Trump was going to win. And also let's be real. Regardless of whether you like Donald Trump or not, this is a crazy comeback. You lost the 2021 because of COVID, essentially. You won in 2016 as the underdog. And then you had 2 assassination attempts this year alone. And then you still win the presidency, even with so much people hating on you, so much negative PR and everything. Like, this is a great comeback. This might be like one of the best comebacks in a political figure's history. Like, I don't know anyone else that did a better comeback like this in politics, specifically on politics itself. And for Donald Trump, man, you're the second president in history to serve 2 non-consecutive terms since Grover Cleveland did in the 1890s. And also, you're going to be the oldest president in charge in inauguration. So, craziness, man, craziness. I'm going to go to 10 man first, man. Just give me your initial reaction. We don't need to talk about all the policy, all that stuff. Just tell me your initial reaction to the news.
I mean,
just give me your initial reaction.
I mean, as someone that went for Trump, if you want proof, here's the passport and all that. Yeah, reaction. Maybe you said you were surprised with the, you can say the margin of victory. You can say, for me, I wasn't that surprised. I have, you can say, kind of been more following the election and all that, and obviously been watching videos, but also doing my own research and all that. Not going to get into the policies, as you said. So I wasn't surprised when the votes, eventually got counted. Obviously, when we had Ohio at one point being blue, we had Virginia at one point being red, and then obviously both went as we expected and all that. I think, not sure if I actually put it, but I think I predicted the entire electoral college. 312, I believe, for Donald Trump was what I predicted. I'm not sure if that's the actual result at the moment, but I did expect Trump to actually win the popular vote this time. And to make it quick, because I also want Patrick and whoever else wants to join to speak, in my opinion, at least in my opinion, this was a victory for the American people, and to make the lives of every American, which is why I voted for Trump. I wanted the lives of every American to be better. That should be the #1 priority, regardless whether you like or hate or whatever of Trump or Harris or any other candidate. I voted because I wanted the American people, the American citizens, because that should be the priority of our country, is for the American people. Nobody else, always for the Americans, and that's why only Americans voted in this election, I would think. But yeah, that's my reaction, not that surprised in terms of the result, I would say.
All right, Patrick, man, what's your quick thoughts?
My reaction, Donald Trump, he deserves to be president. And, for a second term, which is impressive, but, losing the 2020 election seemed to be a logic moment. But, before that, winning the 2016 election is no different. But, losing the 2020 election was difficult. But, coming back and surviving 2 assassination attempts, and obviously struggling to have something like that. And to win the 2024 presidential election is something special for Trump because he wants to have a better America. And for the next 4 years, I know he'll be inaugurated on January the 20th, but in my opinion, despite the fact that I wanted Kamala Harris to win, but I know she conceded now. But in my opinion, Donald Trump can make it a better America, and yeah, Trump deserves to be a better president than Harris. Or Harris did not win the election, but Trump deserves better. Obviously, but Trump going for a second term is something very impressive to me, and I really hope Trump can make statements in America and anywhere else in the world as the U.S. president. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
All right, man. So I don't know how many people are going to be here on the stream. It might just be a short stream because it is kind of quite late in the night. It is 7 p.m. my time, and I believe it's at I think it's like 1 a.m. in Spain, I believe. So it's like 12 a.m. So I'm not sure we're going to get a lot of people to join. I mean, it's just the Champions League games earlier today, 2 presidents. So yeah, let me read some guys' comments. And I guess we'll go through you guys' comments and let you guys see. So maybe I'll do a poll actually. Let's do a poll here, guys, on the second channel. Are you guys happy that Trump won? All right, so let's see. You're saying Hangout for real? We have the Senate and the House. We're going to edit says. Adam, finally we get to find out who 80 voted for. I think I'll keep mine private, but okay. A disclaimer to everyone: despite the Trump win, I do lean more center-right on many key issues. Let's please keep the debate discussion civil. Yeah, let's keep it civil, guys. Let's not get into any insults or anything like that. Abercrombie said, "Big up." I'm very left-leaning. I'm a philosophy major. I have tons of years in debate coaching, and then personally, I think this presidency gave me the catalyst for a host of issues. All right, panel today. Let's go to Trump. And Trump and Kamala are both crappy choices, if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, neither of which were the ideal one, Yeah, I predicted this to happen because most people in my generation, I'm assuming, are all Gen Z. So, before we talk about Trump, man, let's talk about the Democrat Party. Where did they go from here? Because, I mean, honestly, man, the Democrats have been down bad since 2008. Because I believe that's the last time they actually had a good person. Because say what you will about Barack Obama and his policies weren't that great, but at least as a leader, he was charismatic. He said a lot of the right things. Since then, we haven't had anyone good. We haven't had great. I mean, the best one maybe is Bernie Sanders, but we just know it's not going to happen here in this country. I mean, so where do you think the Democrats go from here, Sam?
They've already, you can say, conceded in this election, and that's fair enough. In terms of the people, like just the normal people, some people are a bit out there towards people that voted for Trump or whatever. But yeah, I just think that for the Democrats, they just have to kind of realize that here's one thing: Donald Trump won the popular vote for the first after 3 attempts, actually. 2016, I know he won the presidency, but he didn't win the popular vote. 2020, he lost the popular vote and the re-election. This time, he won not only the Electoral College, but he finally won the popular vote.
This one was I was sorry to kind of cut you off. This was also a landslide as well, essentially.
Yeah, and that let's say for Democrats should tell you what the American people, you can say, wanted. They wanted change because, let's say, with Kamala Harris, as still the current vice president, people don't want to get into it. There were policies and issues over the past 4 years that people don't agree with, and then and perhaps a lot of Americans finally, you can say, realize that things won't get any better under Kamala Harris, or a whole different group of reasons. Um, and that's probably why the American people, for the first time, for a majority, voted for Donald Trump this time. But also, I think there's other reasons why you can say the Harris-Walz campaign, you can say failed in this regard. I'll only name one because I don't want to make it too long. People like RFK Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, even Elon Musk in a way, people that have been Democrats or left, left the left, to be part of the administration of Trump or the Republican Party or whatever, and to push people away. Even Bernie Sanders, I don't know if you guys saw his letter talking about, this isn't how the Democratic Party should be, in terms of basically saying there has to be togetherness, I would say. And even after the vote, or after this whole election has finished, people are still, you can say, divided, or name calling each other. At least for me, I'm open to having a debate as to why I voted such and such. As long as there's no name calling, no, whatever, because there have been people already at me because of that, without hearing why I voted in a way. But you would think that we want a united America, I would say. And look, I'm open to debating people why I have stances, or why I have a certain stance on whatever policy or issue or whatever. And yeah, I think I'll say this for every Trump voter or Republican voter, and being name called by Democrats or the left or whatever, the response from, let's say, us would be not to retaliate in terms of name calling them back. Obviously, you can give a bit of banter, but to calm people down and to explain, if they want, why so and so, why they voted that way, and to make them feel loved, connected. And that's what every single American citizen, left or right, Black, Asian, Latino, white, yellow, I don't know, should be. We should all be united, no matter who's the president. And I think that's what the country needs after this election, just unity of everyone. No more division. Should be all unity, no matter who we voted or policies or views we have. This is still the United States of America, and first word of that name, united. That's what we should be, regardless of the results. Yeah.
All right. So Patrick, man, where do you think the Democrats go from here?
Well, I think the Democrats should be able to discuss them whatever. So the Democrats actually did vote for Trump. I saw that 295 voted for Trump and 226 for Harris. But the Democratic Party for Kamala Harris. I think for Harris, that I think that's because the fact that she might have she might be different, but despite losing the election, well, the Democrats have a very, very strong party. one day they will win the election in the future with a candidate, but you never know until you sort of a high votes. But if you look at the U.S. election map, if you look, my home state of New Jersey, my home state of New Jersey has Kamala Harris winning, but but not only New Jersey, but also New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, California, and Colorado, and New Mexico, Oregon, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, and Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, and the rest of New England and Hawaii voted for Kamala Harris. So, yeah, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Kamala Harris to take the White House. But Trump deserved better. But but Kamala Harris surprisingly won California with Kamala Harris with 57.3 votes, but you never know until you know, because Harris is Harris deserved to be the runner up to this election to Trump, but obviously nobody saw that coming. So yeah.
All right, let's go look at your guys' comments. Democrats need to connect to the people, stop vote shaming, and get in the fight. We can't unite like the Republicans can, and that's concern for the future. Yeah, I think that's also another problem. I think the Democrats are very split. Because I remember, I think what was it? Because the thing is, I think the 2021, a lot of the I remember this one in particular. A lot of the people that voted for Bernie Sanders weren't willing to vote for Hillary Clinton. In fact, I think I heard more of them voted for Donald Trump that election over Hillary Clinton. So there's a problem with the party itself. They have to unite together, and there's a split, and there's tension between, So yeah, actually, I think you're right, Albert. Albert's right. One of the main factors of the Democrats losing recent elections is the fact that they are unable to unite with people who may agree with them but disagree on few policies. And until people are unable to get enough significant support to replace the Democrats, so the third party candidate public, the best option for American center-left voters is the Democrats. I don't like name calling. Bench is all fun and good, but it shouldn't be the first thing to resort to when creating productive talks. I'm with you there. Totally agree. Some people have been open to debate with me as to why I wanted Trump. I'll also name people call me, kick me out of servers, block me. There's too many ideologies among younger kids who demand too strong of a radical stance. They also don't know when to make compromises that, for better or for worse, which will keep them far from worse fates. We need to be united no matter what. This is the United States of America. Every American citizen should love each other, myself included. I'm very critical of government. You have to think in chess moves and not checkers. It hurts if a representative doesn't validate your concerns, so we have to stay behind someone. Yeah, I'm interested to see who the Democrats going to pick for the next election. I know it's a bit far ahead, but let's have this combo real quick. Because for me, I don't think Kamala Harris is going to run again. I don't think she's going to run again, as my early call. And I don't think. Yeah. Elon Musk is a strong possibility.
I think it will probably depend, obviously, on the next 4 years. If there was a former Democrat that I would support, we'll see how she does in this administration.
Oh yeah, AOC.
I would say, what do you call that? Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know if she'll be the Democrat nominee or Republican in 2028, but she was, former Democrat, now Republican, or at least for this administration. So I'm interested to see how, Tulsi Gabbard does, I guess, in this administration. But in terms of 2028, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure back in 2012, after Obama won the second term, I'm pretty sure no one thought Trump would be the candidate and win in 2016. So the political landscape can change in 4 years.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's our early call. Let's just do it for fun. We're just having a bet. Like, let's say you have to pick. Let's say someone forces you, and you have to let's say you have to pick, just for argument's sake. Just for
I don't know. Maybe I forgot the name of the California guy. Maybe I don't know. What's the name? What representative? I forgot his name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's now Republican Party. So
That what's the guy's name? He's a guy.
California governor or somewhere?
Huh?
Are you talking about the California governor?
I think so. I just forgot the name from my head.
Is that a Gavin Newsom?
Yeah. That would probably be my, well, I guess Democratic nominee pick. I don't know, but yeah, it's really just super early.
Yeah, like I think I think what's it called? Because the thing is, I'm almost certain that Kamala Harris won't run again. I'm almost positive. Like, and why do I say this? Because whenever you lose the primaries, whenever you lose the actual election itself, it just takes so much out of you. It's very rare to see someone actually go for it again, and you have to give Trump a lot of credit for this one. He actually was like, you know what? Because we know how Trump feels about 2020, saying it was rigged and all this stuff. It took a lot of character for him to come back to 2024, and it's very difficult. It's not easy, man. It takes a lot of work out of you. It takes a lot of charisma, personality. So, like, I mean, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think it was like? Do you think it is impressive that he did it for the third time?
I guess. I mean, let's just say, had he been elected in 2020, Trump wouldn't be the upcoming president. I would say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I'm not surprised he ran again as president for this. We just now finished elections, so yeah, impressive. And one more thing, I did watch his podcast with Joe Rogan. I think he said if he wins, which he has, this election, then he's not going to run again for 2028.
Yeah, he can because it's 2 terms. So
yeah, so anyone
Plus,
saying or whatever, I'm like, he's not going to change the constitution just to make sure he's president till whenever he passes.
And I'm pretty sure even if he tries to, they're going to reject it. I'm pretty sure they're going to reject
it. Obviously. So, I mean, we'll see how the next 4 years will be, basically.
Yeah. Also, I was just checking who Albert was saying. He was saying AOC. So for those who don't know who AOC is, this is AOC. This is she right here, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah.
She's 35. She meets the age requirement. So yeah, I mean, next election, man, maybe we could see her. And I've been, and it's actually very interesting, guys. I don't want to be harsh in any ways, but Donald Trump has defeated the 2 ladies to become president.
Oh God.
Well, I'm saying about I
mean, I'm not trying.
I actually never heard of her before. Yeah, I mean, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's only 35 years of age. I'm like one of the youngest U.S. Representatives ever. I think.
I remember, guys, she has to be 35 and above.
So currently, she's 35. So so she might win the U.S. Presidential race at 39 years of age. She might be the youngest U.S. president if she wins that election in 2028. So yeah.
Less than 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I think you know what? I think I agree with Albert. She's probably the most popular name that I think that could probably run for 2028. And yeah, but yeah, okay, now let's talk about Donald Trump, guys. Let's talk about Donald Trump. So let's talk about policies real quick, very brief here. So, what do you guys think Donald Trump will do in his second term? That will be like, what do you think what do you think will be his biggest?
Let Patrick start.
Okay. So the fact that but first off, I just want to say that what Donald Trump has to do in the second term is that he must do a peaceful United States, and he will acquire from hated nations and try to help them as soon as possible. Plus, in fact, before Trump enters his second term as president, I must tell you that Donald Trump has just swept battleground states. That he won Pennsylvania, he won North Carolina, he eventually won your state of South Carolina, and he won Texas as well, and that's very giant, and Florida as well, and Michigan, and Wisconsin, and of course, I think that's I think Missouri and Kansas and Louisiana and Georgia. So yeah, that is typical to say. That is typical to say. Well, now what Trump has to do is that he will become a better president than Biden. Trump will become a better president, and he will just try to let the U.S. become a peaceful country and help from hated nations like that. Like I already said, and hopefully let me just hang on one second. Oh, never mind. Okay, so on so he so on Donald Trump's speech on Donald Trump's speech, obviously, I don't know what, I don't know, but never mind. Anyway, what he has to do is to make a peaceful country and visit two different countries and travel across the states, and yeah, and even take responsibility for the wrong reasons, for the wrong statements and all that, and hopefully he'll become a better president. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, thank you for that, Patrick. All right, 10, man. What's your thoughts?
I mean,
What is he going to achieve?
I mean, I'll say this. Remember when Trump said if he does win the election, he said on day one, or well, it's technically been day one already, but he would call Putin, Zelensky to end the war. I'll say this. Imagine, I don't know if it will end up happening, but imagine if Ukraine and Russia, the war ends before his inauguration in 2.5 months.
Wow, that'd be.
And a lot of people are anti-war. I certainly am. And hopefully if that's done in 2-3 months, the Russia-Ukraine, if there's no more war or fight or whatever, then that would be a good start, I would say. In terms of economy, obviously for the jobs for the American people, because as I said, American citizens should always be given priority in the country, just like, for example, Filipino citizens should be given priority for jobs in the Philippines. Spanish citizens should always be given priority with jobs and government help from Spain. So it's the same with the United States. Just making the American people first in terms of job opportunities, giving better incentives for American families and all that. I know I don't live in the U.S., but I have a brother who is 4 years younger than me, and he's in Iowa State, doing university and all that. He's not into football, but I want my brother's life to be a good life if he decides to live in the U.S. long term. I don't know if I'll live back in the U.S. That's more of a thing I can discuss with myself, really. But I want every single American life to be treated well. Obviously, have a secure border, and yeah, I think I've always said, and it's one of the main reasons why I voted Trump is priority to your own citizens. That should always be your priority, no matter what. And hopefully, the economy and all those sort of things, secure border and all that is will help every single American citizen, like I guess all three of us, to have a happy life, whether we live in the US or, like for me, abroad, you would say. So American citizens, priority.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because what people don't realize is that the most important thing for us citizens is the economy. That's the most important thing. Everything else, we talk about war, abortion, what else you got? Palestine, Israel, whatever the other issues are. Those are secondary. This is the main thing is the economy. And for me personally, what I've seen is that things have been more expensive under Biden's presidency compared to Donald Trump. It's not I don't really understand why everything's been more so expensive. So I think for me the economy is huge. So I mean, Ted, what do you think? Do you think I'm right in saying this?
I mean, obviously, I think every single person, American or non-American, should always do their research and not listen to the mainstream media, whether it's Fox News and all that, or CNN on the other side of the political spectrum. Um, and everyone has the freedom of speech. That's the First Amendment. Whether we like each other's opinions or not, or we disagree on things. I do think obviously the economy should always be a main concern to almost every American in every single election. Um, and as you said, people's money got them further under the Trump administration. And we've seen that in his term as president. So, we would hope the same or even better, especially now you can say now, experience. He has been here before. So why not? He can do it again, but even better. So, yeah, I do think that obviously the economy is the most important thing uh, for every American, and just for every person that's legally in the country. That's for almost every country in the world. Their citizens should always vote for what would make their lives better. And if voting for Donald Trump or whoever people voted would make their economic life better, um, hopefully the economy improves. But we shall see, obviously, in the next 4 years.
Yeah. Let's read some of you guys' comments. I'll be honest. Trump set the bar for being a presidential candidate. Any rich and experienced person can potentially run and lead the country moving forward. That's another concern because I feel like a lot of I'm kind of worried for the next election what's going to happen because I have a feeling we may see Elon Musk run, maybe even some celebrities run for president. I'm not going to name the celebrities, but you know the celebrities, the famous ones, pop artists, and I don't know. I mean, is that do you think I should be concerned with that or not really?
I mean, because I can also vote in the Philippines. So obviously the famous boxer Manny Pacquiao at one point ran for the Senate presidency. Didn't like his policies, I would say that for Filipinos. But I think it's more about, I think one thing that Trump resonates with a lot of Americans is Americans first. As I said, you should always give priority to your own citizens. And I think Trump resonated with that. No matter your skin color, your sexual orientation, it's always about the American people. And I think, you know, that's something that a lot of politicians, at least in the past and all, have not really done. They've never showed personality, even if we don't like it, showing personality, showing that they care for the people. the image of him, when he got the first assassination attempt, the one with, through his ear and all that, and then you saw him stand up and say, "Fight, fight, fight," and then you have that image of him with the American flag and all that, like like that's probably going to be one of the most iconic images in U.S. history, I would say. The fact that you get up and fight, fight, fight. I'm pretty sure, at least for me, probably not for other people, resonated with a lot of Americans that no matter how much people will bring you down, or even, I guess the word assassinate is fine to say on YouTube, assassinate, you get up and you fight. Not like actually fight, 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 but fight to live another day, and that you can say is the birth of the American dream. Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that in some ways. When I say inexperienced, I'm referring to his first campaign. Yeah,
Yeah.
H-Core says president for 4 years and then got COVID in 2020. Said election was rigged. Caused January 6th Capitol protests. Almost went to prison and now is guilty of many charges. Got shot and now he's back as president. I mean, it's a crazy comeback. I think I'll make a video on this. Is this the best comeback in politics history? Because I don't know any other comebacks that come close to this.
Maybe the one in Brazil very recently, but maybe someone can speak on that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard. I forgot Bolsonaro.
Well, not him. Well, he was defeated by someone, but I think it's, at least for me, I don't know too much about it. And all, but yeah.
Okay, it's probably the greatest one in the United States history.
Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah. At least as far as I can remember, yeah.
Quite a journey. The first woman president didn't happen both times Trump was appointed. Yeah. I think he helped calms down the wars. Yeah, that's also another thing. Wars, because Trump didn't start any wars in his presidency. Being hard, flying up a politician's dumb. You should vote for someone who has the better policies. A lot of politicians are corrupt, but you just choose the least worst.
Yeah.
H-Core said, last election, Democrats flipped all the swing states, and now Republicans flipped it back. Politics just play with people, and they think politicians promising, and then they keep flipping. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, because the thing is, most politicians don't keep their promises. They just say it to get votes. That's just how most people are. And part of the reason why a lot of people don't like Trump is for his words he says. A lot of the words he says very, very shaky and controversial. But for me, your actions mean more than your words. Okay, you can say all this bullcrap what you want. If you're getting stuff done, then why should I care?
Yeah.
So now, if you're not getting any action done, you're just speaking for speaking's sake. Then yes, I have a problem. Then I have a problem. Because there's people that like to talk big, but they never actually do
it. I mean, there's I don't want to say it, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's cowards like that. Trump wins Wisconsin by 28,000 votes close. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, we'll see what happens with Donald Trump. We'll see how he does his presidency. And yeah, I mean, I wonder who. You know what? We talk about Democrat. Who's going to run for Republican next term? Because I have a feeling it might be that Vivek guy. I think Vivek might run. Might be.
Yeah. If you want to say inclusivity and all that, hopefully, her achievement and accomplishments over the next 4 years helps her case. Tulsi Gabbard, if she was to run as the Republican nominee.
It'll be really interesting. What if we have AOC versus Tulsi Gabbard? We're gonna guarantee the female president for sure.
Yeah,
that would actually be crazy.
And then, as I said, then who will appeal to the female voter?
That would actually be interesting. Right? That would actually be interesting. That would actually be very interesting. I would actually want to see that happen. I would actually want to see that happen.
If I have to say, if you want inclusivity, change or whatever, Tulsi Gabbard. I'll see how she does in the next 4 years. Obviously, under this administration.
Yeah. So it's obviously very early. Obviously, the primaries haven't even started yet, so it's probably obnoxious to do this. But
And she hasn't
we're just doing it for fun.
She just started.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking. Let's see how Donald Trump does, and I'm just hoping the economy gets better because that's the thing that's most important to me. That's the thing I care most about. I don't want to have a stance on the Israel Palestine. I don't want to have a stance on the Ukraine Russia because I'm not involved. And this is also the thing I hate when people do. If you're not involved with it, why do you get involved with it?
Yeah.
I find it very stupid. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Indeed. So let's read some of the guys' final comments. His comments about Springfield, Ohio, though. Yeah, I mean, like Donald Trump says a lot of controversial stuff. He's known for that. And let me just make this clear: neither of these candidates are amazing. In fact, I don't like either of these candidates, in my personal opinion. But the better one, I think the one that ended up winning is probably the one that's going to be better for us long term. So, yeah, cities vote Democrat, but the countryside votes Republican. Yep. I don't know why I got mad at why I get mad about people using the Kamala as a woman argument. So what? Yeah, Trump finally wins the popular vote. All right, so let me just show you guys the results, the official results, real quick, and show you guys all the states. And then we're gonna wrap it up here. So unfortunately, not all the states have been called, but I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like dead rubber. So looking at here, so we're at 42 minutes, so we'll be here in around. We'll probably wrap it up in 10 minutes or so. So looking at this right here, man. So basically, Trump won all the swing states, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, the election. Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's impressive because I think I predicted in my video. I think I said Trump would win like 291, and yeah, 291 is not gonna happen anymore.
I think it's gonna be 12. I think that's the
yeah.
number.
Let me see how many delegates are left. Where does it say? Where's the Senate? The delegates thing.
Oh, you go back up. Yeah. No, back up. Senate. Yeah, President, Senate, House, Governor, ballot measures.
Okay. Yeah, so Senate's right here. House.
The House, likely.
No, but like how many is like left over? Like how many's not been called? I want to see
which one. I mean, now it doesn't really matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but so I think 11 and 17.
Nevada was never really going to change much.
Yeah, so 17. So actually, let me do math here. I can do some math. So 226 plus 295. Okay, so 17's left. 17's left. Yeah. So basically, these two states, Nevada, Arizona, they're most likely going to be Republican.
So wait, I want to know how much is Florida's margin for Trump win? How many points? 13.1% difference.
Wow.
That's the biggest. Actually, that's the biggest win for a Republican president in Florida, I think ever. 13.1%. And 12 years ago, it voted blue.
Wow. Dang.
Texas 14. When Biden won by Biden didn't win, but Trump only won by 5%. Texas, almost 14%.
Yeah.
How about Pennsylvania now?
Pennsylvania, that was a swing state.
Like 1.5, 2 points.
Yeah, 1.5. So let me read some guys' comments. HGR said this is not as good as Ravine football match because it's just one result. Yeah, that's true. That's why I did the Champions League one earlier than this one. That's why I prioritized the one over this one. But yeah, I mean, I still think it's good to do. HGR said I remember 2016 Florida was a tight race. Yeah, Florida.
Yeah, and now it's 13% red.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Republican state from now on. I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll round off here. Let's see what happens. Like I said, best of luck to Donald Trump as presidency, and for Kamala Harris, man, commiserations to you. And for Donald Trump, man, hopefully you can make this country great again. As
He
your
did.
famous slogan. So, do you guys have any? Okay, you know what? I'll stick around. If you guys have any questions regarding us, we'll stick around for maybe 5 minutes, and then we'll head off, I guess, afterwards. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. Indeed.
But to be honest,
low.
thank God this election thing is over. Now we know the result. Now we can kind of just, I'm pretty sure in a week or two, hopefully we'll see people will, move past it and life will be normal as it was before 2024 and stuff. So, yeah, we shall see what the next month, 2 months, inauguration, and then 4 years, whatever, will bring.
Yeah. All right. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Indeed. All right. I guess we'll stick around for a few minutes, and then if you guys have nothing else to say, then I guess we'll round off.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Nothing else. That's it.
All right. So I guess I'll stick around 3 more minutes, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Okay, let me see how many likes are on the stream. Let's see how many likes we're on. We're currently on, let's see, 4 likes. Come on, then. Let's get up to 5 likes, man. 5 likes, man. Come on, let's get up to 5 likes. We should be able to get 5 likes, guys.
Okay.
And remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. So, all right, we reached 5 likes. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's read some of you guys' comments. Someone said Arteta coaching us election and show before the count started 0-0. Wow, that's crazy.
Pretty good stream.
So, thank you. Pretty good stream. Yeah, we had a small turnout. This channel's quite small. I'll try to make this channel bigger. But yeah, I mean, I probably gotta be more active on this channel. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up here. I'll give like another minute, then I guess we'll fish around up if no one else has anything to say. And yeah, so actually, before I round up, I want to see when is inauguration. Inauguration is January 20th, right?
What?
When is inauguration day?
I think the 20th.
Yeah, it's January 20th, 2025.
Something like that. But
Yeah,
sometime
January
in
20th.
mid-ish January.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's January 20th, 2025 is the day it's gonna happen. So and it's on Monday as well. I probably work that day, so I don't know if I may have. I probably have work that day, so I'll probably be during the daytime. But yeah, anyways, I guess that's gonna be it for us for today. So if you guys enjoy today's stream, please remember to like and subscribe on your way out. And yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll do a video since I'm kind of tired out today. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Maybe tonight I'll do. I don't know. It depends. I'll do a video on is this the best comeback in U.S. American politics history from Donald Trump? Because it might be. It might be. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.